Cooker can be a real time saver for meals, but did you know you can use it and make this homemade Chex Mix? That's right. Entertaining expert Arina Lanis is back to toss together the party staple in the slow cooker.
In a slow cooker. And this is a pretty simple recipe that you can get anywhere. The thing is that most of the time people either microwave or cook in the oven, but I love the idea that you can put it on a slow cooker.
Absolutely.
So anyway, we'll get started. So I keep it easy and I just do 2 cups of everything that I love.
Now, when you talk about this party mix, can it be anything that you want within it? I know I've seen the Chex, I've seen the pretzels in it, but you can toss other stuff in there if you want.
Anything that you like, and you know, it's very customizable.
Okay.
I'll say it that way.
Perfect.
So I'm going with, for this recipe, we're going to do 2 cups of my favorites, which is I've got some Cheerios over here, or toasted oats, and then you've got some pretzels there.
And the same amount?
2 cups?
2
Yep.
cups.
It just makes it easy. I mean, you could do 3 if you want, but so then I've got some rice Chex, corn Chex, and wheat Chex. I'll give you the wheat Chex.
And Chex has so many more varieties now. They have cinnamon Chex, they have vanilla and chocolate. I know because I eat that every single morning. It's great because it's gluten-free.
I love it. I love it. And then I like to add a little crunch, and I put peanuts in mine.
Salted or unsalted?
I do salted because I kind of like salt. But you can do unsalted. You could also do almonds or any other kind of nuts, or you could do it nut-free. So
or you may just want to experiment, because I'm looking over here and I'm seeing some things that might also add a little bit of the salt to the recipe
yes,
too.
You're right. You're right. I'm kind of I do love my salty snacks, but if you don't, then you can just omit the salt on your nuts. Okay, so we are going to start out with butter, a stick of it.
A full stick of butter.
Okay, but look at the amount you're working with. This is a lot, and, and people are going to be snacking all day on this. So we've got butter, and then we have a 1/4 cup of Worcestershire sauce.
Worcestershire.
Yes.
The one word that nobody knows how to pronounce, Worcestershire sauce.
The good stuff. And then I'm going to do a tablespoon of seasoned salt. Now I use the stuff that's already sort of pre-mixed. It's called Perfect Pinch, and it's sweet onion and herb. And I mean, really, how easy can it be? And then I'm also going to add about a teaspoon of garlic salt.
Okay.
You could do, oh no, I'm sorry, this is garlic powder.
Garlic powder.
Garlic powder, so it doesn't have the salt in it.
Otherwise, we'd really be cranking up the salt in this.
I know. It's my little secret. I like salt. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we are going to mix this up. And so now what this comes down to, as you can see, this was a super easy recipe, but it comes down to the technique. Now, I found this recipe on Pinterest, and on there it said cook for 3 hours. Do not cook for 3 hours.
Okay.
Cook
Big
for
no-no.
1 hour, and do it on low, which also it didn't say, because I had it on high, and let me tell you.
Did it just burn?
It just burned. And if you burn this stuff, even if there's a couple of burnt pieces, people will taste it. And it's like, ugh, you know, when you get a handful of...
And that could really ruin your party.
It can ruin, yes. So we're just going to drizzle it on. So the other sort of secret about this is use a rubber spatula, because it does not, it won't like break up the cereal, and you'll still, when you're done, when all is said and done, you'll have a beautiful Chex Mix, not like,
just like
crumbs, you know, in powder. So here I go. I'm going to finish it up here. And then you're going to put it on low for an hour. And then the other super important thing is you want to mix it. So mix.
How often?
Every half hour, so you'll have to mix it twice. Once it's in here would be great.
Yeah.
But if you're around and you want to mix it again, you can. You know, so
just so it doesn't burn.
Exactly.
That's
the important thing, because if you burn it, it's ruined.
And what the heat is basically doing is it's caramelizing
the
mixture.
Exactly. And the last thing you're going to do with this, once it's done, you're going to lay it out on a cookie sheet and let it dry for about an hour.
Okay.
And then it's ready to go into your bowl, and you'll enjoy it.
So we're talking about 2 hours here, and you can do this while you're doing other things around the kitchen, making those casseroles and all the other wonderful things that you showed us today.
And the smell is amazing.
It is. And it really changes, because you get that strong Worcestershire smell, and then once you mixed it with the garlic powder and the other seasoning, you can't even notice the Worcestershire sauce anymore, and it smells great. Okay, now, how does it taste? Let's see here.
Drum roll.
2 thumbs up on that one. Perfect. Thank you so much, Arina, for
Thank
joining us today.
you.